Y'all, what are y'all gonna do? If you're new here, thank you for coming by, and I hope you consider subscribing. And if you've been here and this is not your first time, welcome back, and I do appreciate you for coming back and joining me. Today, I'm doing this video because I need some help. I need some ideas. As many of you parents out there just like me, I know you're stressed about this upcoming school year, and to me, I haven't been posting as much lately because much of my days have been consumed with the idea of what am I going to do about this upcoming year. And I'm hoping if I talk to y'all, somebody may empathize with me, or you could let me know what you're doing, and it just kind of helps you to feel better. Not that I'm happy that somebody is stressing or struggling with something, but it feels good to know that you're not the only one who is going through this situation. And that's another reason I'm making this video, is because for a while I don't know why I felt like I was the only one going through this, when we are all in this together and we have to make the same decisions. So yesterday I looked at my school email. For those of y'all who don't know, I work at the school with my two oldest kids. So I looked at the email, and they were saying that they could either go online or they could go face-to-face, as many other schools have already said. But it was taking our school so long to say what was happening. Like, I didn't know anything, and that's part of why I was stressed too, because I didn't know what was gonna happen. And so they were saying, like, if you go online or face-to-face, you have to stick with that method for at least the semester. So if you start face-to-face, you have to complete the first 18 weeks face-to-face, or vice versa. If you do virtual, you have to do the first 18 weeks virtually. So I read the email, and all of a sudden my stomach, it just, for whatever, I just got worked up. It's like my stomach was in knots, and my husband was like, what's wrong with you? It's not that big a deal. But to me, it is that big a deal, because, as if y'all know, or if you don't know, we have 4 boys, and the older 2, they go to school with me, and the younger 2 were in daycare. And my 4-year-old, he was due to start pre-K this year. And so in the email, they let us know all the precautions that they would be taking. Like, the kids would have a plexiglass thing around the desk. Each desk is supposed to be 6 feet apart. The kids don't have to wear their mask if they're at their desk, and same with teachers. But I work with 2nd graders, and if you know 2nd graders, 7, 8-year-olds, you're not going to really be at your desk as a teacher as much, because I'm walking around to make sure everybody is on the same page, everybody's on task. If you can understand, or if you can't, you know, to kind of see where the students are. And a lot of times also, our school, I know our school, maybe a lot of school, but they do like the community learning pool like thing, where they send all of the supplies to school and they share. I never liked that. They used to always laugh at me, because every day I'm wiping down pencils, scissors, I'm Lysoling the crayons. I'm like, yeah, that was me. So now they see why I was doing it. But now it's where they're not doing the community thing, and then they used to do a lot of group activities. So now it'll be like, you go to school and you're just at your desk, basically, because they had to take out a lot of the, like, books and things that can be shared. They had to take that type of stuff out. So I'm like, what in the world kind of learning environment would this be? Like, what would recess look like? What would PE look like? So, and they were saying how when the kids come in, they have what they call it, some kind of camera that'll take their temperature every time. I don't know, but to me that means nothing, because if you have the disease or the illness, might I say, if you have that and you're asymptomatic, you may not even have a fever. So to me, the temperature checks, that don't mean much. It's not that valid to me to tell whether or not somebody has it. And like I said, I've said before, I believe in the future we'll look back on this and it will be something like the flu, because we'll know more about it. But I feel like at this point we don't know much about this illness to just send your kids to school. Like, if you have a job and you can't keep your kids home, I get that. But for those of you who can keep your kids home, I really would urge you, I wish you would consider doing online if you haven't already, because I feel like it's just too much of a risk. It's not like I'm letting you borrow my shoes. You have my kid with you. And even without that, the younger ones who go to daycare, I'm concerned with them, because even the grade that I teach, they're not going to totally understand social distancing. When they see you, they're going to want to run up to you and hug you. When they see their friends, because they've been away for so long, they're going to want to hug each other. So that's part of my concern. And also, with us being in the house for so long, you are going to get sick. Trust and believe me, it's inevitable. You're going to get sick because you haven't been exposed to as many people. And more people means more germs. Like it or not, that's just what it is. They're going to get sick. And I just don't want to be stressed out about whenever they get sick. And I have 4. So one may be sick this week, one may be sick next. Like, it could be a whole headache. So it's just like, I know my mind will automatically go to that. Like, you have COVID, or let's test for that. But they're gonna get sick, and it's gonna be other things that they're gonna get sick with also. And on top of that, with flu season coming, I'm just like, it stresses me out. Flu season on top of that. I just can't imagine what the doctor's offices are gonna look like. And I thought about it the other day. We've been home since, I think it was March 13th. We've been out of school. That whole time frame, knock on wood, thank God, none of my kids have had fevers. They haven't been sick with anything like a runny nose, nothing. But I know as soon as school starts back, that would change. And I'm just concerned with even the ones in daycare, or even the ones that are going to go to school with me, because it's like, I don't want to put myself at risk either, because I do have kids to take care of. And if I did get it, it's like, how are my kids going to be taken care of? I don't know. And then on top of that, with me working at the school, my prediction, I don't think that schools are going to stay open long. But I'm like, if I go and school doesn't stay open long, but I don't want my kids to be one of the reasons why the school closes, if you get what I'm saying. I don't want them to get sick and they see that it's not working and they have to shut down. So it's just like, y'all, what are y'all gonna do? Just let me know in the comments what y'all think. And then another thing is, okay, say if we go for a couple of weeks or however we go, but then they realize that online is the better thing, I will still be getting paid for the rest of the year. But if I quit now, you know, it's just, I just don't know. Like, I don't know. And then we have to have our response in by the first week of, the first week of August is when they have to meet, because they're doing something different. They're doing it differently now. But it's when each parent who is opting for the online, the virtual learning, they have to meet with the teachers the first week of August. So it's like, it's crunch time. It's crunch time now. So I have to make a decision. And it's not just based on my kids being home, it's also my livelihood. Like, if I wait it out and see, I could still get a paycheck for the rest of the school year. But if I quit now, I already know I'm not gonna get a paycheck, which I know we'll be fine, but it's just the thought of that. So I'm just confused and conflicted, and I needed somebody on the outside looking in. If you could just like tell me how you feel about the situation, like if you're going through something similar, or if you haven't made the decision for your kids yet, just put it in the comments. Like, let it be a place to vent, because trust me, reading y'all comments will make me feel better, and it will also give me more insight. So right now, even with my vlogging, it's like I haven't been vlogging as much lately because this is just something that weighs on me every day as a parent and as a mother. And it's like, I don't want to put my kids in a situation that could have been prevented. And they may get it and be fine, but that they may get it and may not be fine. It's just like, you just don't know. It's just too much to play with. And I think it's unfortunate that we as parents have to make this decision. It's not the school's fault. It's, you know, it's nobody's fault, but it's like everybody's in a space of uncertainty, so to speak. So if you have any ideas, or if you would just like to drop your comment and your experience, what you are going through this whole pandemic, this crisis, just let me know, and it'll make me feel better. And hopefully in the comments, if you're having issues, this video or somebody's comment can help you to kind of be at ease, or help you make a decision one way or the other. And once again, as always, I appreciate you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And y'all be safe out here in these streets, because it's ugly. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.